Hi there. So I'm Hannah. I'm from the Arthur Rank Hospice Charity. And today I'll be talking to you very briefly about volunteering with us. So, what do we do? So, at the hospice, a lot of people think of hospices as end of life care, but actually, we look after somebody right from the point of a diagnosis of a life limiting condition to their death. And for some people, that could be many, many years. A lot of people think of hospices as being places that cancer patients go to, and we do obviously see a lot of cancer patients, but we also support people with things like motor neuron disease, multiple sclerosis, and dementia would also be considered a life limiting condition. And how do we do this? So, we have a huge range of services, many of which most people don't know exist. So, we support patients in our inpatient setting, which is probably the environment that most people would be familiar with. And there's about 23 beds, most of which are private ensuite rooms. We have our treatment centre in Allen Hudson Centre in Wisbech. We have outpatient services, so that looks like the Living Well service, so supporting from a kind of living well perspective and offering support and treatment fairly early on. We have clinic appointments, complementary therapy, so lovely hand massages and things, and that's often open to the patients and their loved ones as well. We have physiotherapy, occupational therapy, all of the psychological support that you would expect, so for the patient and for their family. Spiritual support from our chaplaincy team, and we also support people at home and in the community. And we have a palliative hub, which is a phone number that people can contact if they have any inquiries about supporting at home. So it costs us just around 13 million a year to deliver these services, which is huge. The NHS give us around 65% of the funding for core services, and that's really unusually high for hospice care. So the ways that we raise money are through things like legacies and wills, people doing big fundraising activities, our cafe, our charity shops, um, and the little things like bake sales and larger fundraising events too. And so this is the voluntary services department. So there's me, voluntary services manager, Chris, who manages our care and community scheme, which is a befriending project, and Sarah, who's our voluntary services coordinator and would be your go-to day-to-day go-to whilst you were volunteering with us. And our volunteers do a huge range of activities, and this is just to give you a little bit of a flavour. We have over 50 volunteer roles, some which are patient facing, some more hospitality and customer service, admin. So there should be kind of something for everybody. As you can see here in these pictures, we've got receptionists, pets as therapy dogs, cake bakers, that's done from home, drivers, flower arrangers. And on my next slide, we also have some retail, fundraising volunteers, ward assistants, fundraising, pets as therapy, bistro. So we have a huge range. And people volunteer with us for a huge range of reasons. And this is something we're really passionate about, is that you get what you want from volunteering with us as much as we get something from you. That's really important to us. So in the interview process, a lot of what that's about is just making sure it's the right fit and identifying if there's anything you're particularly hoping to gain from volunteering. And that might be really structured, so something for your CV or for university applications. But it could also just be meeting new people and being part of something special and part of your community. And many of our volunteers are people who've experienced a bereavement, either with us or somewhere else, and have valued hospice care in whatever way that's looked for them. In terms of the recruitment process, we really try to keep it nice and short and simple. We don't want to put you off with a really arduous process. So we have an application form, which can be done online or on paper. You'd come in for an informal interview, and that's more of a chat and get to know each other. There's some very short mandatory training that should take about an hour in total. We ask for one character reference, and we would do a DBS check if you were working with patients. Once you've done those things, you come in and you shadow volunteers that are already doing your role, so you feel really confident on what the day to day looks like. In terms of what we can offer you, so we offer lots of catch up, supervision, meeting opportunities, relevant training, and we also make sure that you're really included in charity wide events and opportunities. So making sure that you feel really included and really in the loop. We also have all the fun things, so things like coffee mornings, thank you parties, Christmas parties, celebrating long service, and we also do a newsletter for volunteers, which comes out fortnightly, and we always try and promote what you do for local awards, national awards, and really champion the volunteers that we've got here. So this is just a few of our coffee mornings and some volunteers long service awards. So, if you'd like to find out more, we'd love to hear from you, either myself, Sarah, or Chris. We're all happy to pick up phone calls and emails. So, please do get in touch and let us know if there's something we can do. Thank you.